really? Okay. It makes me feel a little bit better. All right, here we go. Hello, guys. This is Flag coming at you live once again from the sub-basement of Helixxvr headquarters. Now, before I get started, I have a special announcement to make. Helixxvr is looking for a few good guys and girls to star in a new video we're making. If you're interested in being part of this event, join our Discord channel to find out more. The link to the channel will be in the description below. Now, as you might have noticed, Seven couldn't be with us here today, since he's still stuck in the catacombs after his utter failure against the Game Cook's devs. So to make sure you're still getting your sweet, sweet weekly releases, the rest of the Helixxvr team has decided to take over Seven's task to ensure that you still get your weekly dose of releases. I just said releases one too many times there, but I don't care. I'm going to keep on going with this. Now that the introduction is over, let's get right into the show. First on our list is Conquer, an action-packed combat game which you have to strategically fight your way through various types of enemy on your way to the final boss. Although this game, which is for the Vive, Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality headsets, falls short on its playtime, the graphics are stunning and the combat is definitely something new. There are 2 unlockable weapons that at this time are a tad difficult to access, but I have talked with the devs about this issue and they are currently working on a solution. So if you got some spare money, go ahead and watch the review I did a couple of days ago and decide for yourself that this money is worth the grab for you. Alright, I'm going to go. Alright, next up is not much of a game as it is an experience. Dreams of Dali is a free-to-play VR-only experience for the Vive and Rift, in which you get to see with the artworks of one of the most famous artists who, paints on psychedelics, Salvador Dali. With stunning graphics and surroundings, the Dali music really outdid themselves on this work of art. Go ahead and give this a shot. It's free, so why not? Alright. Alright. Continuing this lineup, we have an exclusive, which is something we're not very fond of, but it definitely deserves an honorable mention due to its extensive and fun gameplay. We're talking about Brass Tactics, made by the same developers who made Age of Empires HD Edition, and worked with Valve on Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This game is a VR real-time strategy game with some awesome-looking graphics and about 6 hours of campaign mode. There's also an option for PvP and co-op battles in a wide variety of different units, difficulties, and over 20 maps. You can get the free version of the game Brass Tactics Arena as well, but only on the Oculus Rift. It's a shame that it's an exclusive, else it might have even gotten Game of the Week.
Take home the Oculus Rift and Touch bundle now for only $5.98.
Now, before we go to the Game of the Week, it's time for Damocles to do his part in this week's show. He actually has an interview with the creators of the state-of-the-art software that lets you mix VR with mixed reality to improve all of your VR-related content. Live. It's all yours, Damocles.
Right, guys, that was a great first part. Right now we've got an interview with Six from Live. Six, thank you so much for being here, man.
Hey, thank you so much.
No worries. So, what is Live like? What is it about? Can you explain this a bit for everyone that doesn't know yet?
So, Live is kind of based around the theory that people want to be themselves, or kind of a representation of themselves in a virtual world that's relatively consistent.
All right.
And we started that with mixed reality.
So, how does it work? What do you guys make?
So currently, the way you do mixed reality is you need a green screen, and then essentially what you're doing is keying out the green screen and inputting you as the avatar into the virtual world. And so then viewers, for people outside, can actually see this is a person and how they're interacting in the virtual space, and we think it's really important for context. Because a lot of people who see VR, they don't understand the context of how big you are, the scale, and all those other things.
Oh, that's really cool. Right. And so it's mainly aimed at people like Twitch streamers and YouTubers like that, or do you also do for big companies? Or
so it actually started out as working with media companies. Media companies had this issue, which was VR is awesome as we know for people inside the headset, but it's limiting in the market size, and they wanted the best way to, real-time demonstrate what is it like for someone to be in a virtual world, right?
Yeah, I think you really convey that message really well. If you guys know some streamers that ever used the green screen, they're probably using Live, right? Yeah. I mean, we just released our software 2 days ago out of private beta. Congratulations.
Thank you. But, so it's still, we think it's still limiting in the sense that you need a green screen, you need a certain type of camera, you need to calibrate and all those other things. Right. So it's really for the high-end streamer or the high-end content creator who really wants to bring it to that next level, So
what do you think the future of mixed reality will be, and what the part of Live will be for that?
So we're becoming more and more focused on the avatar side of this, where the green screen is great. It's really good as a context shot. For example, if you've ever watched our streams, if you see someone holding a gun and how they're holding it, it's great when you see the real person. But then there's a lot of limits because you can't. You're dealing with a real camera. There's a lot of limits with that. So we think that the next evolution of this is people creating their own avatars and having that be able to be put into any experience they go into.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we're doing with the reviews right now, is where we have Rec Room characters actually being pasted into the review, like they're talking about everything.
Exactly.
All right, that's very cool. And so you're looking more into the avatars, but do you think that people will choose for avatars more or for their own their own body?
So we've seen that people want to represent themselves in some capacity. Like, for example, maybe their skin tone, their hairstyle to some capacity, their like a facial scan to some capacity.
Yeah.
But we think that there's a huge range. Like, we've tested it ourselves, and we have someone creating avatars for our entire team now, and we see that on one extreme we have the guy in our team that we call Mystery. He wants basically a Dementor in Harry Potter as his avatar. Really? And then we have on the other extreme our website developer, who we call Watt. He wants to basically be himself with a backpack.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but like those are two very large extremes.
Yeah. So how are you going to manage that?
So we think the best way to do that is to have people be able to essentially create it in a very unlimiting way. Like, so
VR chat does with their characters. You can go into Blender and make your own character.
Something around that. Yeah, that's what we're working on right now, and we're trying to find the best way to, monetize that. I think the biggest issue with VR chat right now is the fact that they're bringing in avatars that have copyright, right? Exactly. So the second they start monetizing that, they're going to get sued.
All right.
You're going to see, some Disney characters being used in explicit scenarios, and Disney's just going to freak out and sue them.
Yeah.
So,
all right. And
anyway,
so that's mainly on your roadmap right now, right? Just
yeah, it's on the roadmap.
Going for the avatars, and that's basically what your near future is more like, or are you also going to try and evolve the software a bit more to optimize and make it more user friendly? Or
we're trying. We're basically going from the hardest way.
Yeah.
To back the other way, where a lot of people are focusing entirely on the avatars, and then we think they're going to move towards also having some form of mixed reality, whether it's like volumetric or something like that. So we're coming from the harder direction, which is real cameras, all these other things. And I think what's really important about it is that avatars are great for people like us, but for the average person who doesn't connect with VR, we still think it's really important to capture the person and how they're interacting with the world as well.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, congratulations once again on your beta release, I suppose, or fast beta release.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for having us here. And I like that you're here today. Oh.
Almost.
Well, it all happens live, people. You can see it right here. But thank you so much for being here, and I wish you guys good luck. For everyone that's watching, go ahead and go download live. It's really nice, and there's a really nice community around it as well, right? On the Discord server.
Yeah, absolutely. So the fastest way to get into our Discord is liv.chat.
All right. So thank you so much once again, Six, and we're gonna go right back into the show. See you guys in part 2.
All right, thanks for the interview, Damocles. And to all you VR content creators out there, be sure to check out Live. It's free after all. Now, this is what you've all been waiting for. Time for Game of the Week. Kern, can I get a fanfare, please? Anyways, our Game of the Week is Apex Construct for the PlayStation VR. In this dystopian single-player puzzle adventure game with a taste of archery-based combat, you follow the story of a silent protagonist who lost one of his arms, which is replaced by a robotic arm, while a mysterious mother AI seems to be trying to kill you. Although this game has its fair share of bugs and issues, the graphics are very nice and the world itself is fleshed out. You can interact with a ton of stuff in the world, causing you to feel very immersed. So if you got the money to spare, be sure to go ahead and grab this game, but only if you're into these complex puzzle games.
We're now fully installed in this remote northern base, and work on the body is progressing well. It feels weird to say it, but Father seems almost happy.
I really hope you're ready for this.
Problems for me.
Don't trust her.
I could always build more children.
I don't want you talking to her.
But there's only one of you. understand.
All right, well, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. We'll be sure to bring 7 back to you in one piece, or, it's pieces. Whichever it is, I can't make any promises. Don't forget, it's still time to enter the giveaway. This week we got 2 random keys, one for the Vive, Rift, or possibly the, Windows Mixed Reality. I don't know why I said one, because there's definitely 2 keys. It's just for, I don't know. Anyways, time for the mantra. If you guys like what we do, subscribe to us on YouTube, tweet us on Twitter, hit us on Twitch, smash us on Smashcast, discuss us on Discord. Leave me a steamer on Steam. No, don't leave me a steam. Leave us a steamer on Steam. F me. Us, we, on Facebook. All right, guys. Until next time, this is Flag, heading back to the basement. See ya.